The year is 1453. The once mighty Byzantine Empire, heir to ancient Rome, is a shadow of its former glory. Reduced to little more than the city of Constantinople and its surrounding territories, its power has waned for centuries. The city itself, however, remains a beacon of civilization, a vibrant center of trade and culture at the crossroads of East and West. Its streets are filled with merchants from distant lands, and its markets are brimming with goods from across the known world. Yet danger lurks on the horizon. Across the Bosporus Strait, the Ottoman Turks, a rising power in the Islamic world, have Constantinople firmly in their sights. Their ambition is clear: to capture the city and make it the jewel of their burgeoning empire. The Byzantine Empire, once stretching across vast territories, had shrunk to a fraction of its former size. The grandeur of its past is now a distant memory. Weakened by internal strife, economic decline, and the loss of its Asian provinces, it faced an existential threat from the Ottomans. The empire's resources were stretched thin, and its ability to defend itself was in question. Despite its diminished state, Constantinople remained a prize coveted by many. Its wealth, strategic location, and historical significance made it a target for conquest. Its strategic location on the trade routes between Europe and Asia made it a gateway between East and West. Ships from all corners of the world docked at its ports, bringing with them goods, ideas, and cultures. The city's formidable defenses, including the legendary Theodosian Walls, had withstood numerous sieges for centuries. These walls, a marvel of engineering, stood as a testament to the city's resilience and determination to survive against all odds. Leading the Ottoman forces is the ambitious Sultan Mehmed II, known as the Conqueror. Just 21 years old, Mehmed is determined to make Constantinople the jewel of his empire. He sees the conquest of the city as his destiny, a feat that would cement his legacy as a great ruler. Mehmed inherits a powerful army from his predecessors, well-equipped and experienced in siege warfare. He augments this force with the latest military technology, including massive cannons never before seen on a battlefield. Mehmed's obsession with Constantinople stemmed from both strategic ambition and a desire to emulate his predecessors. He believed that capturing the city would grant him control over vital trade routes and solidify Ottoman dominance in the region. Moreover, capturing the city that had defied his ancestors would cement his place in history. He invested heavily in preparations for the siege, gathering a vast army and commissioning the construction of a formidable arsenal. Constantinople's fate rests on its legendary defenses, the Theodosian Walls. Built in the 5th century, these formidable fortifications have withstood countless attacks. The walls consist of a double line of ramparts interspersed with towers, moats, and a complex system of gates. Their design represents a masterpiece of Roman engineering, a testament to the city's enduring strength. The citizens of Constantinople, though outnumbered, are determined to resist the Ottoman assault. They believe that their city, protected by God and these mighty walls, will hold out against the invaders. The spirit of the defenders is bolstered by the knowledge that these walls have repelled sieges for centuries. The Theodosian Walls, built by the Emperor Theodosius II in the 5th century, were a marvel of Roman engineering. They stretched for over 4 miles, protecting the city on its landward side. The walls were constructed in 2 layers, an outer wall with towers at regular intervals and an inner wall that was even taller and thicker. The space between the 2 walls allowed for the movement of troops and provided a killing ground for defenders to rain down projectiles on attackers. This strategic design made it nearly impossible for enemies to breach the city. The layout of Constantinople itself was meticulously planned to complement these defenses, ensuring that every approach to the city was covered. Over the centuries, many have tried to conquer Constantinople, employing various siege engines and tactics, but the Theodosian Walls stood resilient. Today, the remnants of these walls still stand, a silent witness to the city's storied past and a symbol of its enduring legacy of defense. In April 1453, the Ottoman army arrives at the gates of Constantinople. The sight that greets the defenders is terrifying. Mehmed has brought with him a weapon that will change the course of siege warfare forever. Enormous cannons, the likes of which the world has never seen. These monstrous weapons, capable of hurling massive stone balls over vast distances, begin to bombard the city's walls day and night. The defenders, armed with their own smaller cannons and traditional weapons, put up a fierce resistance, but the Ottoman bombardment takes its toll. Among these monstrous weapons was the basilica, a cannon of unprecedented size. Forged by Orban, a Hungarian cannon founder, the basilica could hurl stone balls weighing over 1,500 pounds. The impact of these projectiles was devastating, capable of reducing sections of the Theodosian Walls to rubble. The relentless bombardment shook the city to its core, instilling fear and uncertainty in the hearts of its defenders. Section 5. The Fall. A city overwhelmed, a civilization changed. Despite their valiant efforts, the defenders of Constantinople face insurmountable odds. The Ottoman siege lasts for 53 days, and slowly but surely, the city begins to crumble under the relentless assault. On May 29th, a final desperate Ottoman attack breaches the weakened walls and the city falls. Emperor Constantine XI, the last Byzantine emperor, dies defending his city, his body lost in the chaos of the final battle. The fall of Constantinople sent shockwaves throughout Europe, altering the course of history. The city that had stood as a bulwark of Christendom for over 1,000 years had fallen to the Ottomans, marking a decisive shift in the balance of power between East and West. The loss of this strategically vital city had profound implications for trade routes, military strategy, and the cultural landscape of the entire region. Section 6. The conqueror's city, Constantinople, becomes Istanbul. Mehmed II enters the fallen city in triumph, marking a significant historical moment. He immediately sets about transforming Constantinople into the capital of his new and expansive empire. The Hagia Sophia, the magnificent cathedral that had been the center of the Christian world for centuries, is converted into a mosque. Mehmed allows many of the city's inhabitants to remain, and under Ottoman rule, Constantinople, now Istanbul, enters a new and transformative era. The conversion of the Hagia Sophia into a mosque symbolized the triumph of Islam over Christianity in the region. Mehmed ordered the addition of minarets to its exterior and covered its once resplendent Christian mosaics with beautiful Islamic calligraphy. Despite the religious transformation, Mehmed sought to establish a multicultural and multi-religious capital. He allowed the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate to continue functioning and invited people from across his vast empire to settle in the city. Section 7. The Renaissance seeds sown in the ashes of empire. The fall of Constantinople in 1453 had far-reaching consequences that rippled across continents and centuries. Many historians believe that this pivotal event contributed significantly to the Renaissance, a period of great intellectual and artistic flourishing in Europe, which saw a revival of classical knowledge and a surge in creative endeavors. Byzantine scholars, fleeing the fallen city, brought with them ancient Greek and Roman texts that had been meticulously preserved in Constantinople's vast libraries. These texts were invaluable, containing centuries of accumulated wisdom and knowledge. These ancient manuscripts, containing knowledge that had been lost to Western Europe for centuries, helped to spark a renewed interest in classical learning. They played a crucial role in the Renaissance's emphasis on humanism, reason, and the rediscovery of ancient philosophies. The influx of Byzantine scholars and their precious manuscripts into Italy, particularly in cultural hubs like Florence and Rome, provided a significant catalyst for the Renaissance. This migration of knowledge and ideas was instrumental in shaping the intellectual landscape of the time. These texts, containing the works of philosophers, mathematicians, and scientists from antiquity, reintroduced Europeans to a wealth of knowledge that had been largely forgotten. The reintroduction of these classical works laid the foundation for new discoveries and advancements. The rediscovery of these writings ignited a passion for classical learning and stimulated intellectual inquiry in a way that had not been seen for centuries. Scholars and artists alike were inspired, leading to groundbreaking developments in art, science, and literature. This period of rebirth and renewal saw the emergence of iconic figures such as Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Galileo, whose works and discoveries would leave an indelible mark on history. The seeds sown in the ashes of the fallen empire blossomed into a new era of enlightenment and progress. Section 8. Constantinople's legacy echoes in modern Istanbul. Today, the legacy of Constantinople's fall is still felt. Istanbul, a vibrant metropolis of over 15 million people, stands as a testament to the city's enduring importance. The Hagia Sophia, now a museum, stands as a symbol of the city's complex past, a place where different cultures and religions have intersected for centuries. The fall of Constantinople in 1453 was a pivotal event in world history. It marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and the rise of the Ottoman Empire as a major power. The event had a profound impact on the course of history, influencing the cultural, political, and religious landscape of Europe and the Middle East. Today, Istanbul stands as a vibrant testament to this rich and complex history, a city shaped by the empires that rose and fell within its walls.